Right around with the squad, we see a ghost and we gon' slide. We ain't afraid of no ghosts. I saw ops and he almost cried. Stay put work in the city, so we put a beam right in the sky. Watch fellow turn into spores. We make his body divide.
Ghost, trap, slimer, attack. I go maniac with that proton pack. Ghostbusters, we back. Moogly on the plaque, on a VeVe app. Got a ghost trap, slimer, attack. I go maniac with that proton pack. Ghostbusters, we back. Moogly on the plaque, on a VeVe app. Got a ghost trap.
Pro signs on my back, I'm looking for ghosts like where's you at? I put the ghost in the trap, I take that boy off the map. I hit that ghost with the tap, yeah. We take him back to the lab. NFT right off the app, yeah. ECOMI bringing it back. Ecto one goes on, we get the ghost out the room. We introducing the doom. Ghost trap like a little womb. Open it up and go boom. Sweeping it up like a broom. We put him in a cocoon. Ghost trap like a little tomb.
Ghost trap, slimer, attack. I go maniac with that proton pack. Ghostbusters, we back. Moogly on the plaque, on a VeVe app. Got a ghost trap.
What's up, my OMI homies and fellow NFT collectors? Welcome back to the Vault. We're right in the middle of some of the most important drops to ever hit the VeVe app, the Disney Golden Moments, and as you probably know by now, the drops have been very buggy. So today we're going to take a closer look at them so we can understand what's going on and give ourselves a better chance of scoring a blind box on one of these Disney drop days. So on Sunday night, VeVe official Twitter came out with the response about the buggy drops. They said that the problem is a third-party provider is not scaling properly at drop times. And we noticed that it happened again on Monday's drop, the Elsa drop. So we can expect that maybe it'll happen again going forward, but it's probably definitely going to happen on that Star Wars drop because that's going to be super popular and there's going to be a lot of traffic on the app at the time. So to start off, if the drop's running smoothly, we know the best technique right now is to use Space Skate. Put your finger in between the Notify Me button and the drop down menu, that little blank space, and start tapping as the timer counts down 3, 2, 1 all the way to 0 and you'll be in there quick. On the Disney drops though, as soon as you get in that attempting to reserve, you get stuck there for a few minutes it looks like, and sometimes you'll get kicked out of there. You'll get the error message and click buy now again and keep getting back into that same attempting to reserve queue. Now if you get kicked out and you get the reserving order message down where the notify me button is, that's a problem. You want to back out of the page. I had that problem as well on the Elsa drop. You can try refreshing the page but it still won't go away. So the only way to get that to go away is to back out of that drop page and to come back into it. Now that doesn't mean to exit the app. You don't want to exit the app. We'll get into that in a minute. But to get rid of that reserving order, you have to back out and come back into the page or it'll never go away. The problem I had to deal with on the Simpsons drop was when there was about 3 or 4 minutes left on the timer. I tried to back out and come back as I had done previously to refresh or resync that timer to make sure it's synced up correctly. And when I came back into the page, I got stuck on loading. So I made the mistake of exiting out of the app to reload the app before the drop begins. And at this time right now, because of the high traffic, that is something you don't want to do. Do not exit out of the app. You want to make sure you're signed into your app at least 30 minutes before the drop, maybe even 45 minutes to an hour. And do not exit out of the app once you're in there. Alright, before we take a closer look at my Elsa drop, let's go back to the Mighty Marvel's Eternals drop and take a look at the timer that you get on the buy now button once you get into your reservation. Once you get into your reservation, the timer starts off at 90 seconds, and we have had some issues where it takes a while to process. And if you get this error that pops up that says try again, you don't want to back out of that page. You want to click buy now again, and you'll notice that your buy now timer hasn't changed. It's still at the same timer. It's gone down to look about 30 something seconds, and you're still in that same reservation. So nobody else can buy that NFT until your 90 seconds times out. So you want to get back into that buy now. You don't want to refresh your page. You don't want to back out or anything. You still have an opportunity to buy that box. You can see here on my Mighty Marvel's Eternals drop that when I got the error message and clicked buy now again, that I got a new timer for this purchase, which means that that first purchase was actually reserved because the timer reset and I came into a second reservation. This happened to me 3 times on the Mighty Marvel's Eternals drop, and then afterwards, about 4 minutes after the drop, I was also able to secure one of the rebounds. Something to definitely keep in mind is that with these buggy drops like the Disney Golden Moments we're having right now, there's going to be a lot of rebounds, so make sure you're staying in the page and clicking on buy now up to 20-30 minutes after the drop. You can still possibly get a box. So looking back at the Simpsons drop and the Elsa drop, you can tell that they were having server problems for the first 15 minutes, and then around 15 minutes the attempting to reserve button changed a little bit. It didn't take 30 seconds to reload every time. You were able to start clicking it a lot faster, and that was the time whenever people were starting to get their purchases. Now, there was nobody else getting any purchases before those 15 minutes, or you would have seen screenshots either on Twitter or Discord of the green truck. People like to show off when they get their drops, so nobody was getting anything for those first 15 minutes. If you look at my chat here during the live stream, once that 17-minute mark hit, once the floodgates started opening, everybody started getting there. So for everybody who gave up before that 17-minute mark weren't able to get them, and that's why some people were able to get 2 or 3 or 4 drops. So as you can see here, patience is the key. You want to get into the app early on drop day. You want to get into the drop page early, at least 10 minutes before the drop. And if you need to resync your timer, you can actually pull down from the top of the page to refresh it, which is what I was doing on the Elsa drop, which is safer than going back and forth and leaving the page and coming back. And if you lose your buy button during the drop, the most important thing is trying to get that buy now button back. You don't want to exit out of the app under any circumstances, but you might need to back out of the page and come back if you get that reserving order, or even if it switches to sold out. Alright guys, I hope this was helpful for you and you're able to get some of these drops on the Disney Golden Moments drops, because they're super important. They're going to be historical, and they're ones you're going to grab and hold on to for the long term. Feel free to swing by my YouTube channel during a drop. I'm always live streaming, and if you have any questions, I'll see it in the chat hopefully and be able to respond to you and help you get one of these drops. I also want to give a huge shout out today to all the people who are nice enough to donate to Big O Giveaway 4. We gave away 77 NFTs, including Lucky number 776, which was donated by Mr. Vincent Koch. Also, an ultra rare Day of the Dead stamp donated by Glitch206, and a Labracorn donated by Fantasy Kingpins. So congratulations to all the winners. Thank you to everybody who participated, and maybe we'll have another Big O giveaway soon. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you next time, and good luck on these drops. Bye bye.